Good morning, Guardians. We are on Nightfall number 3, and it is Hunter time. So, had fun with the Warlock. Titan was a little slower, more on the defensive, so this is definitely going to be somewhere in between. A little fun on both. We are doing the Shield Brother Strike with Void Burn, so bring your Void Night Stalker, all that fun stuff with you, Void Weapons. Brawler, if you do have to punch anything, it's effective, but there's not in here you really get a chance to punch. Grounded, you can die in the air, so be careful. We've got Ironclad. More enemies have shields. Mostly they're void shields, so it's actually not so bad. They're scions. And then Daybreak. Everything is cranked up to 11, including the enemies. As I said, Night Stalker Hunter. Pretty standard. Oh, wrong button. Sorry, guys. Night Stalker Hunter. Vortex Grenade, but your grenade is just of your choice. Black Hole just for the big groupings, tying them together. You could do Bloodbound, spread the damage. Probably going to be fine because you're going to get these up so frequently. That might even be okay, too. Other than that, Lockdown just for like Envenomed lasting twice as long. Not a bad thing. Predator going quickly. Mr. Fruit. Unfortunately, this is a solo run, so I apologize. Don't know how many times. Thank you. Then we've got Doom of Chelchis, Devil's Dawn, Rocket Launcher, my standard 3 I've been running with this morning, and the only real, Voidwalker Helm, Shade Step, Super Energy, all the good stuff. So, we are going to jump in, see if we can knock this thing out in about 15 minutes or so. Here we go. See you guys on the inside. Hopefully I can finish this fast enough. Alright, Guardians, as soon as you come in, looks like I'm well loaded in the ammo category, but we're going to head on into the strike. However you can get there fast enough, it's up to you. Just don't really need to fight anything out there. Save your time.
Cade, why do you think they crashed their ship?
Now, you don't have your Void Burn active yet, so there's real no point in trying to fight these guys. That's not going to go as quick as you want it to, so skip most of this. Hang around here by the corners. The Colossus, as soon as it sees you, it's going to get kind of pissed. So you may start taking some shots in the back, but as soon as you get around the corner, you're safe. Alright, guys. Keep on running, keep on running. Apparently the Colossus is just never running out of bullets. I love his gun. Just fire forever.
They're the ones leading the assault on the power core. Marking the coordinates now.
This is our one little taste of Cabal before stuff hits the fan. Now you're going to have some enemies come in, so if you can get a grenade up here, it might actually work. To keep them at bay a little bit. There you go. Slow them down as they walk into it. Oh, they're all stuck. You can't get by. Ha ha. There we go. You're going to have grenades up so frequently, it's not a big deal. So I could throw one here, throw a bigger one in the back, just start cooking everything down. You're going to have some regular legionaries up here, and just start frying them. And again, you got Envenomed, you've got that Vortex. Just use all your grenades, use your shots. And you've got some other guys up above. So they're going to be dying, melting, however you choose to take them out. Got one more straggler, there you are. Now up above I'm going to have a few more. I know there's always a few back there, and shouldn't actually be too many up here in the back because I got most of them. So here, just Vortex all them down. Again, they actually have to sit in it, which is the only problem with the Vortex. The Void Wall is a little bigger. But as these guys come around, you can just tag a lot of them. And here, Vortex grenades, just keep throwing. Watch for the big boy in the back. Now, he's fun. Where'd he go? There he is. A couple sniper shots, he should go down. Of course, if somebody's standing in your way, it's a little harder. Or if you can't see. That Black Hole is actually pretty effective at not being able to see a damn thing. Which, while not a bad thing, doesn't help me actually hit the enemies I'm going for. Big boy over there, a few crit shots. The sniper does wonders, honestly. Watch those rockets. And here. Now, that's pretty effective. Tether it out. Find the last dude, and we good. Make sure you got everything, then we're going to go over here. Now, I can't quite figure out the best way I want to do this. Bloodbound to share the damage might actually work on the tank. I'm going to see. Can't hurt to try it, at least. Vortex will at least cook him for a little while, so bring out your sniper, make sure it's reloaded. Make sure your rockets are reloaded, too. Now, as the doors open, you're going to see one wheel. Take that wheel first, and we're going to basically go from there.
Watch out.
So as soon as you start with that wheel, you can get about 3 shots on it. When you get 4, it usually will explode. So work on the back wheels first as he's rotating around and kind of waking up. Watch those big shots. They can still kill you. One direct hit will kill you. Now those 2 shots in the back will actually kind of keep things at bay. If you're looking at kind of locking an area down, that will work as well. Now tether that ship, throw a grenade on it, and then just work on these front Dude, he's almost down. That was really way too close. And he's probably going to die. Tank should go down any second. As he sits there and cooks. Yep, tank is down. So yeah, work on those front. You get a few extra sniper shots, and then you can kind of really cook everything out. The main one you want is that Centurion. Once it is down, you're going to be a little bit safer. Songs from the Void actually got something. I don't even know what I was doing. Probably working on my third Nova Mortis, but no big deal. Take out these guys up top, and then you're going to have these guys around the corner. You can get a nice grenade over there that'll probably melt most of them down pretty quick. And we good. Alright, if you need any ammo, grab that, but you're going to have a special box. I have not seen that special box not be there once. Heavy, I'm pretty good on too, so we can keep going. And gets a running. 4.5 minutes. It's probably one of the quicker times I've actually killed the tank, because the tether, Bloodborne, any damage I was doing could have actually been split, so it's more. Could be kind of cool. So, don't forget about your tether. You're going to have groups of enemies in the boss room. Bloodbound will spread the damage. Black Hole will actually have more enemies trapped in it, so it's kind of your call how you want to take this stuff down. But the big one you want is, again, the Colossus in the back. Just go for a couple quick headshots, or 2 headshots and 1 nice shot here should work. Now from here, again, you could literally tether all these guys out. I literally whiffed over there. It's on Predator, so if anybody wanders over there, but they probably won't. So that's cute. Literally everything dies by grenade pretty quickly. Phalanx, of course, are more fun in the back. Watch those. Well, it finally tagged somebody at least. Now I'm getting a little aggressive here, but these guys should go down a little quicker. Just don't forget about the grenade. Envenomed for that poison, so you can actually get that extra damage on him. Couple stragglers over here. Grenade flat out just whiffed, which is always what I'm going for. Come down here, grab any ammo you need. Of course, that ammo crate's back at the top. Straggler number 1, straggler number 2. And we good. Oh, number 3 and 4 over here. I was like, you can throw those because you're going to get them back. Now, you could literally run straight to the door. What's up, Firebite? How you doing, man? You could run to the door. You just have a lot of enemies shooting you, as you're probably going to be jumping near. Grounded will get you killed quicker, so I just clear out that room just for safety more than anything. How's it going, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Like 8 minutes to go to try and finish this thing up before servers kick me out. I'll probably get a little warning, so if that comes up, it's going to be close. And it probably will be, but I'm going to see if I can finish it. Usually I have a little like 5-minute grace period, so hopefully it's not quite that mean, but we're going to find out.
A lot of Cabal explosives hooked up to
I got the special crate. It's over here. If you have the heavy crate, it's literally right back behind you. So come on up, kick this thing off. I like to shoot those 3 exploding barrels before the enemies get out here, just because they can kill you, and I don't want some random, you know, mortar explosion or something like that to do it. So at this point, you can't really tether the boss, so keep that in mind, but you can tether a lot of other things. So you can manage most of the enemies, you just got to figure out your way to do damage. Sniper's pretty effective, so remember that. And again, as he walks through, he's going to sit there and take tons of damage just as he walks. Now, sniper headshots are worth about 53,000. So when you do enough damage, you want him on literally this side of the room, because I want to take out the other guys first. So when they come in, I try and do 1 rocket to take those guys out. That's the first time this week I've done that properly. Watch those. You're also going to have these phalanx coming up too, so be careful. 3 phalanx, not too bad. Just make sure the boss is not coming to you. He was around the back, so I just tried to limit his focus on me for a minute. Just make sure he can't see you. He tends to go pretty slow, and then you can kind of manage it. As soon as he loses line of sight, he's quite slow. So again, just work him down. However, ticking that health off. But snipers are really the best way. Always a good time to reload those rockets, just to make sure you've got some for the next one. And again, you can literally just bounce this back and forth. That was kind of a whiff, but hitting those grenades, ticking them just a little bit. There we go. Trying to have him walk through that for a little while. Quite a while. Once you get him to basically the middle of the U on the word Valis is when you're going to pull the other enemies in. So it's kind of your choice. I like to have him in the front of the room when I do it. Come here, bud. Or if he's going to chase me, he's going to go to the front of the room. That should usually do it. So turn right around here, get your back to the wall. I like a rocket up there to try and take most of those guys out, or a grenade here to slow some of these guys down. And now is a great time for a tether. Most of the guys should be controlled by the tether over here, and then you can actually just work the rest of them down with whatever you got. Now if you got some stragglers, again it is Brawler, so remember you can stab fairly well. Not the most efficient apparently. That went a little less smooth than I was hoping for. Just fry, dude. Thank you. Now once they're down, easy guy comes in, check for some ammo. Apparently they're going to be real generous right now, so I'm good. Now this part you can just sit here and cook the boss. Now this will be one of those examples I want to see if you like have a grenade that ticks damage down is going to be worse than one that does other. He should literally just stand there. So if you get a direct hit, he's going to sit here and take the damage. Now it's a lot of damage if he just stands there. But as you'll notice, he's hitting the ceiling with that mortar. Basically use the geometry in the room to your benefit, and he shouldn't be able to hit you that often. Reinforcements are coming in. Now I don't really waste big heavy ammo on these first round of reinforcements. It's the reinforcements that come in when he leaves the room that I tend to throw a rock out for him. So you're going to have some that come up here, some that come back there. Just keep them at bay for a minute, and you can let them all slowly work their way to you. You can even tether them for all you want. Because by the time you finish the boss off, you're going to be okay again anyway. Now, for safekeeping, I'm going to go black hole so I can trap more farther. That's kind of the distance, the main important piece. Make sure they're all dead. Don't just stand there and take shots. That's my bad. So again, from here, it's just however much damage you can do. Now again, 2 grenades is going to take him from, you know, pretty reasonable damage. Just sit there and working them. It's a long time. So grenades last longer with the perk as well. Probably need like 1 of each. Now again, you'll see right when he gets to the VALUS, depending on how much damage I do. I'll probably get him ultra close. Yep, this is kind of perfect. So from here, basically, is a good time. Make sure you get your rockets reloaded. You're going to send one across the room pretty much as soon as this door opens and the enemies start to come out. A rocket will take a lot of them out. Now, if you want to finish them off and send them low, quick way is right there. 1 sniper shot does wonders. As that door opens, fire that rocket across. You want to hit those guys as square on as quickly as you can. Just one less thing to worry about. Over here, you're going to have some enemies coming in. So just keep throwing those grenades out. Keep some of these enemies at bay. And these bigger legionaries are going to be a little more on the painful side, so tether out. Watch those. And again, they're kind of stuck, so good times ahead. Now, this is when everything comes at you. Make sure you've got all the enemies out. The boss is going to be coming. So let Big Boy come around, and you want him to run to the back of the room. Basically run this full circle. When he's between these last 2 pillars, run straight through and come back to your hiding spot. You're basically trying to trap him in the back. It kind of messes with his AI and should be reasonable. Yep, if you can't see him, you're in pretty good shape. He's basically right back there, and if you don't look at him, he stays there. So, prime example of a way to manage the rest of this fight. So at this point, how you pull him out, creep forward a little bit so you're not back in your little hidey hole, get a few shots, and then pull back. Now, if he gets close to that pillar and goes to the other side, it can be a little tricky, so be careful how much you do. I like to creep forward, creep back. That'll get him to pop out for just long enough, but usually won't get to the other side. Now, one thing I also would not do is throw a vortex grenade. Anything that tags him multiple times tends to basically kick him out of back there, so you can't just like have him sit there and take damage like this guy will. You actually have to be careful that you don't do like multiple, even something like Galahorn, if it was solar, would actually send him out because it's multiple ticks of damage. So most efficient way, giant ticks of damage like this. Try and take as many of those guys out from a distance as possible. This round of wave of enemies is really not so bad. You'll have some down here. You can just watch them. Some of these grenades will work. And just use your grenades. Phalanx will be coming up. Phalanx will slowly tag you over here, but he's really nice for Big Worry. Not too many actually come out from over here. So now we're at the point where basically we got to make sure and kill Big Boy. So 3 of coins if you got it. I have way too damn many that I'll never use, so it's fine. Now, creep forward, creep back, pull him out, shot to the head, shot to the, well, almost the head. You just whittle him down. Now, the next part's where it's going to be a little harder for the hunter, because while you do have tether to keep people at bay, you don't have that huge damage boost like the warlock. So you're not going to have that huge void bomb to wipe everything out. So you're going to need tether, rockets, things like that. So come up here, we're going to finish him off. Last shot. Get out your rockets, you're going to want your tether out, you're going to want to make sure and use those grenades precisely. I always like to hang over here. So use those grenades and rockets, tether out if you can. Really start working the bigger boys out first. Keep reloading if you hang back here. That tether will work fairly well. Yep, Destiny servers will begin maintenance very soon, which means I've got to try and finish this thing. Ah! God, he's going to kill me. Come on, you're going down. Or I'm going down by mortar. Alright, so now, we're on the last section. See if I can finish this before I get kicked out of here. No time limit or anything. I would advise against using rockets, pretty much just whatever you can do to try and get some bigger damage on him. Running out of disc space, which is fine. When you're in here, again, however you can get that damage on him. If you can throw a grenade where he's going to land, that'll work pretty well. And again, anything to have that damage continually tick on him is a good thing. Keep rotating around. I would be careful about rockets because it's just one way I've exploded myself before, and it's just a bad way to get this close. So again, keep doing what you can. Keep something on him when he puts his shield up. That's going to help you keep that damage ticking down. Terrible throw. Just keep working your way around him. Oh, be careful where he lands, though. Yep, he can land and mess you up. Double grenades works well for me. I'm going to shoot him with a tether here in a second. Still working him down. Come on, we're almost done. Don't kick me out yet. Where's he headed? He is headed farther away, which is fine. And again, just be careful. He's literally about to die from that little venom bomb. And we done! Ta-da! Sweet, finished it just in time. So I'm going to get kicked out probably momentarily, so I don't even know if I'm going to get to see my reward, but we'll find out if I can. Finishing it in time, though. Got to manage my stores for capture. Sweet. That's pretty much how you do it. Manage the melee guy, and the mortar guy is really not that bad. Even with the hunter, use those tethers, group up those enemies, have your rockets ready, you can manage them pretty well. Not much else playing that I get to this morning. I actually don't have skeleton keys, and I have like 7 on my other character. We done. It's a good morning in Nightfalls. Yes. Not too shabby time-wise either. See if I got anything good. Wait for it. Little higher score every time. Ooh, and a helm. Whee! That's about it, guys, for the Nightfalls, though. I'm going to post these up on YouTube, so if you're watching them there, thank you. Always subscribe to my channel. You guys will know when new videos come out if you hit that little alert bell. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. You guys will see me get to do this stuff, live commentary and all. But as always, thank you guys for the support, everything like that. It's been a fun morning. Maintenance is, as you saw, going to be momentarily. So as soon as that is done, I'm going to be at work. So I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Have a great morning, and see you guys soon. I'll still be on Twitch. I'm probably just going to get kicked out of the server. Thank you guys for everything.